Hi, I'm Hannah D. I'm a lecturer at the University of Aberystwyth and I'm a long-term member of BCS Women. So I've done Deputy Chair and I'm now Academic Liaison in BCS Women.
Why is today important?
So the Lovelace Colloquium is the only UK event for women undergraduates, and it's really important for several reasons. Firstly, for a lot of the students here today, this would be the first time they've been in a room where women are in the majority. Every lecture they'll have been to, they'll have been in about 10%, pretty much. That's pretty much across the board. Maybe 15% at some unis, maybe as little as 5% in others. One year we had some people come from a uni where they were the only 2 girls in their year, and you think, that must be really weird. And every time there's a group project, they get put together, and every time it's just a bit weird. So it's important because it shows students that there are other students out there, and that actually there are lots of women doing really cool computing stuff. It's also important because it gets the students out of their home institution. So this is probably the first opportunity they've had to talk about their work to anybody out with their own department. So you talk about this with your lecturers, you might talk about it with your colleagues, but to stand in front of a poster that describes work you've done yourself and talk to people from, you know, Heriot-Watt or Edinburgh or Aberystwyth or Bristol or Bath, having universities from around the UK represented gives a range of interactions and experiences that just wouldn't have happened otherwise.
And what exactly is going on here? So what have you got set up?
So we have a fairly standard format for the event now. This is our 7th year, so it's kind of settled. We experimented with different formats to begin with, and this one works, so it's good. We start off with an inspirational keynote. This year it was Anne-Maria Maffedon from STEMETS, who is absolutely fantastic. She's really good. And then what we do is we have 4 talks from industry and academia, 2 from industry, 2 from academia, to show students there's a balance of careers. We like to have people at different career stages, so some of the speakers will be early career, some of the speakers will be senior women. We like to have a range of topics from what are thought of as the more feminine side of IT, so social media, marketing, business IT, right through to what I think of as hard, interesting stuff like computer vision. So we try and balance that across the 4 talks. You know, we don't like have one senior person who does HCI. It's like we try and balance that across the talks. But the key thing is to have a whole range of different women having different paths through IT in front of the students, so they can see lots of different ways to be a woman in IT, because there are loads of different ways. At lunchtime we've got a poster contest where the students compete about their own work, and they have to speak to the judges, but also speak to each other. There's a people's choice where they vote for their favourite poster. And at the end of the day, we have a panel session where 4 or 5 women will answer any questions the students have. And again, we try and get a range of early career, senior, and people with kids, people without kids, because actually the baby question is a big one. And finally, we have a social, which is going to be in the university bar, which is just over there, and there's some booze and some soft drinks, but booze.
What do you think people get out of it? Have you got any sort of success stories?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of people come back. So I did the MSc posters now, and 2 of those I recognise from previous years. There's a girl from Bath who's been back. This is her 3rd time, and she won the first 2 times she's came. So I'm not judging that contest, so I can't say anything about what might happen there, but no one's ever done a hat trick before. And we've got people who come back again and again. So one person who came very early on in like 2008 is actually running next year's event as a PhD student. So this morning I got tweets on the BCS Lovelace account from people saying I wouldn't have been a software engineer if I hadn't gone to the Lovelace. So this is actually having an impact on what people are actually doing.
Is there anything you're currently involved in that you want to share with us? Or?
At the moment I could just think about the Lovelace. It's the day when I just think about this. It's good. It's one of my favourite days of the year, so I like this day. Get to see lots of inspiring women doing cool things. It's good.